Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead. We're in the house today. It's like super hot out today. We've got a heat index of 118 degrees today. Very unprecedented for this time of the year. So rather than run the risk of being out getting too hot, we've decided to actually start going through our seed collection. Now, we have a lot of generous subscribers who take time out of their day to actually pick up different seeds and send them to us. A lot of them are seeds that they've raised and that they have, grown on their place and have harvested their own seeds, and they're sharing them with us, telling them, say, you know what, try these seeds, see what you think of them, and tell us what you think. And guys, I've got more seeds now than I even know what to do with. So what we're doing now is, I went in town today. Wanda and I did. We found these little plastic totes. They're Sterilite. They are, they're like 16 and a quarter. I think it said about 11 and a quarter by 6 and something tall. I looked at those and they got lids to go with them, and I said, you know what? I've got to start going through my seeds, and I've got to begin to categorize seeds. I've got to do it by, whether or not they're tomatoes. And if they're old tomatoes, I may have some tomatoes here that go all the way back to 2005 or back even further than that. And if I've got so many, I'm going to have to just start getting rid of some tomato seeds, or pepper seeds or whatever kind of seed it ends up being. Because I've harvested so many seeds over the years and just keep sitting them back and harvesting and setting them back. I'll probably do some test germination on some of them just to see, how long a seed will be viable in the making. Now, this is a plastic thing here that I've had for several years, and I built a divider to go in it, and I have my seeds kind of stuck in here in the little packs, and then I have another drawer down below it that I have seeds in, like plastic bags and stuff. I've just got to have time to go through stuff, because when we get ready to plant, I have to come in and actually spend time trying to figure out where particular seeds are at. And that's just, that's not who I am. And now what you're seeing here is just a tip of the iceberg. I have 2 more plastic totes that's like this big, this deep, they're packed to the hilt full of seeds. And then I have a deep freeze out in the shop that is completely full of seeds all the way to the top. Now, I don't put just any kind of seed in the deep freeze. The deep freeze mainly has my sweet corn, it has my field corn, it has my peas, and not all my peas, but it has some of my peas, because I leave the peas in there for probably a month or 2, and then I'll take them out, let them come to room temperature, and store them, because peas do have worms in the seeds. Butter beans, things like that. I'll try to put all those in the freezer for a while. Peanuts is another one. We just planted peanuts this year that Wanda and I bought in 2013, 2013, we planted these Virginia Fancy peanuts, and we had some left over, and I put them in the freezer, and I'm planting them this year, and guys, almost all of them have come up. So, from 2013 to 2019, you do the math, they're still good. So they haven't gone bad. And that's one thing I was a little concerned about, as to whether or not they would even be any good or not. So they are good. So, which tells me that the ones that are still left in my freezer may still be good for several more years. We also have the jungle peanuts. They're in the freezer out there. We try to save things like that in cold storage. Now, things like tomato seeds and pepper seeds and radishes and turnips and onions and all this kind of stuff, carrots and things like that, does not have to be in the freezer. They can be left out without any problem. Watermelons, you just name it, whatever. They don't have to be put in the freezer like that. The only thing I put in the freezer is things that mainly has insect problems eating the seeds, and it kills off the insects so that they won't hatch out, and you don't have to worry about destroying your seed. Now, corn is our big one, but you can do the same thing with a bay leaf. You can put bay leaves in it and corn. It will protect them, from insects also. But I just wanted to, people keep asking me, what do I do with my seeds? What do I do with my seeds? How do I store my seeds? Well, we have, like I was showing you here, we have so many seed packets here. This one here is from Totally Tomatoes. You know, the people sent us. And then we have the tons of seeds here that we got through Hall's Tool. We decided to try their seeds out. Now there will be a link in the description down below to Hall's Tool because we do purchase a lot of their seeds, a lot of their products. We've got their, you know, their seeders and their high wheel arch hose and their double wheel hose, and I've got a lot of their stuff, their hand hose and just different things. I've got a lot of their irrigation equipment. I'm trying to, this coming year I'm thinking about purchasing the fertilizing tank to go with my irrigation system to try to put the liquid fertilizer in and with the water so that we don't have just water going under the plants. We have fertilizer and water going under them. So there's things like that that I'm trying to do with Hall's Tool because I love the company, I love the products that they have. And if you're interested in anything, there's a link down below. If you check that link and purchase through us, you don't have to pay any more. We just get a small portion of it, and it helps them out, helps us on our YouTube channel. So I'm going to continue working with the seeds here. I'm going to try to get them all stacked in here, and when I do, I'll probably show you one of the containers when I get through with it, and what it looks like, and how I have the seeds stored in it, so that maybe it will give you an idea about how you can store your seeds in the future in order to be able to save them. So I'm going to get busy doing that, and I'll show you when I'm through it. Okay guys, I'm going to be able to tell you this. I'm going to be here for a long time. I began dividing things out. I've decided to take this top drawer and make it strictly cool season vegetables. I've got lettuces, cabbage, kales, tender greens, turnip greens, onions, kale over here, and a different type of Siberian improved kale. I'm going to be moving carrots in and stuff like that. Any of our cool season vegetables that's in the small pack. We've got beets, radishes separated out. We'll probably be putting some of our small seed packs of our English peas, stuff like that. We're trying to get anything that's a cool season in this one drawer here because we don't have a, in other words, let me put it to you this way. Cool season vegetables, the seeds doesn't take up a big space. I've learned that most cool season vegetables, with the exception of something like English peas, usually don't take up a big space. I mean, you take like carrots. You know, carrots, the seeds are very, very tiny. The kale seeds, the mustard seeds, the cabbage seeds, onion seeds, all these things, radishes and chard and beets and all this kind of stuff, the seeds are very tiny and they don't take up a lot of space like beans, peas, corn, things like that. So what we've decided to do is just take the top drawer of this Sterilite organizing system and start to separate all of our cool weather seeds out there. Now, I'm going to have to use a plastic tote for things like tomatoes because I've got probably 200 varieties of tomatoes, it seems like. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at, I've got tomatoes that people sent me from all over the world, and I'm just not, I've grown a lot of them experimenting. I don't put all of it on YouTube because if I don't like the taste of it, I usually get rid of them. But if it grows well here, then what I'll do is I will put a video up showing that particular tomato growing here. So I mean, these are things that I experiment in little experimental places all the time with. We have some tomatoes that we really love. Now, like carrots, I'm in sandy soil here. The soil is very loose, down 10 to 12 inches deep. It's very soft. But I've learned I still grow the Danvers half-long because the Danvers half-long, even though it says half-long, these carrots still get 8 and 10 inches long. So, I mean, it's not like they're little small carrots. You know, these things get to be big old long carrots. in this sandy soil. And they seem to be very resistant here, and they grow very well. And we have a couple of other carrot varieties that do well in Zone 8. There's some purple carrots that we plant. They do really well. But the Danvers Half-Long is our go-to. We've learned out of all the varieties that this one really does good in Zone 8 with our sandy soil. Now, if you had a packy soil, you might not be able to go with one of these because they'll end up twisted and the roots will be crooked on them and they'll be forked and all kinds of problems. But anyway, that's just a little bit about where we're at right now. You know, because we're working on this, and I can see after I've done been here almost 45 minutes, and I can't even tell I've done anything hardly. I'm still separating seeds into categories, trying to figure out a system. And once I get this system figured out, I'll probably do another video and show you the completed job. So we're going to say this is part 1 of my seed separation, because like I said, we've probably got, I don't know, I don't even know. I wouldn't even begin to imagine how many more seeds I have. That's why we've been selling so many of our seeds on Etsy, is because we just have so many. You know, we've tried our best to be wise with seeds and try to have it where we can sell to you all also. And if we don't think it's any good, it doesn't do good here, we'll tell you it doesn't do good. And I'm not going to sell a seed on my store in Zone 8 that doesn't do anything, because I wouldn't be sure about it. You know, I germ test mine. A lot of people have told me back that they get like a 98 to 99% germination rate. I'm really pleased with that, because that's somewhere around where I'm getting, between 89 to 99%. We're not having any problems. So the biggest issue right now is pollination. You know, there's not that many pollinators anymore. We're trying to ramp up the pollinators so that we can make sure that our seeds continue to be viable. So you can check out our Etsy store, deepsouthhomestead.etsy.com. We have lots of things over there right now. We've been selling a lot of garlic. We've been selling the Danny corn that we sell there, and lots of other things. So if you're interested in seeds and what we have available at this time, now it will change constantly because of what's coming in. And we don't profess to be some big seed company, by no means. We just like to share with you all the types of seeds from our zone that is acclimated to our temperature in Zone 8 here. For those of you that's interested, they'll be on our Etsy store, and you can purchase them from us, and they should do good in your area too if you're in the same zone that we're in. So I got to finish this up, and when I get through, I'll do another video showing you part 2 of what we've actually come up with and what it looks like. So thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.